Good morning, everybody. Today we are going to focus on the 4-8-12 breathing guides. So this is a really good one to help overcome anxiety. So the secret to overcoming anxiety isn't really a secret, it's presence. And I don't mean like, presents you get for your birthday or for Christmas. But the key to maintaining that presence is through your breath. So an emotion like anxiety is going to stem from your thought patterns. And that's going to seep into your emotions, and that's going to create this physical sensation in your body, like maybe a tight chest or a knot in your stomach. And so the deeper and the steadier that we breathe, the more we're able to relax and create some space between us and the feelings of anxiety. We breathe space between us and the sensations that we're experiencing, and that helps us get a better look at them. So it's almost like you're holding an object right up to your face, and you can't really tell what it is until you create some space between you and that object. Sometimes we have to take a step back from our emotions and be able to actually sense them. So this space of clarity is called presence, and we can get there with a single conscious breath. So in this space of stillness, anxiety cannot exist. For within the present moment, everything just simply is what it is. The concept of good and bad should melt away, and our judgments and our fears dissolve, and our perspective begins to broaden so we can relax into our being of who we really are. So it's really easy to get into this state, but it's really difficult to stay in it for more than a few moments if you're not practicing this regularly. So instead of just focusing on breathing practices on Thursdays, we really need to start doing these every day, if not twice a day, to really help us get into this simple, powerful state and stay in it. Because our mind is biologically programmed to focus on something. I mean, anything as an act of helping us. And so it can feel self-sabotaging to focus on problems, but it's how our ego tries to protect us. So when our mind focuses on doubt, fear, and worry, we create a false sense of helping the problem because at least we're doing something about it, right? So the mind convinces us that there's a need to focus on these thoughts so we can prepare ourselves for them in the real world. However, deep within, that intelligence of our hearts knows that there's no need to worry. There is truly never a need to worry unless you are in immediate danger. And if you're in your safe space right now, perhaps sitting in your office, at your chair, on your couch, wherever you're at, with never ending thoughts swirling around your mind, this breathing technique can really help you. So again, it's the 4-8-12. And so simply what you do is we're breathing in for a count of 4, we're holding for a count of 8, and then you're breathing out slowly for a count of 12. 12 seconds is a mighty long time, right? So this is why we have to really practice on this so we can learn how to inhale quickly and as much as we can in 4 seconds, hold our breath for that count of 8, and then slowly exhale to get all the way up to that 12-second mark. So while we're practicing this today, if you are exhaling and you get to, 5-6 seconds, you're like, I cannot do this anymore, then just go ahead and inhale again and try to keep that same count. But I'm going to be telling you to inhale, hold, and exhale for those times. If for some reason you feel like you're not going to be able to continue with the 4-8-12, if you can get a timer out on your phone or on your computer, you can definitely try to keep track yourself as long as you're keeping the same rhythm with everything. So maybe you need to inhale a little bit longer, then that's perfectly fine. So maybe you're going to do something like 6, 10, and 10. Maybe you just need to cut down that exhale and increase the inhale. That's perfectly fine. So let's get started. So sit nice and comfortably. And again, you're going to inhale through your nose. Unless you have congestion issues like I have today, where breathing through your nose isn't going to work, then breathe through your mouth, perfectly fine. So breathing in for 4, holding for 8, and exhaling for 12. Here we go. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Take it nice and slow. Just like if you're exhaling through a straw, try to imagine that all the way to the length of that straw, and inhale. And hold. And exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. Inhale. Hold. Exhale. We're going to do this 2 more times because this can be a lot. Ready? Inhale. Hold. And exhale. Here comes our last one. Ready? Inhale. Hold. And last exhale. Nice and slow. 3, 2, 1. Good. Take an inhale for as long as you need to. Try to get back to your own rhythm. You don't have to hold your breath. Just get that exhale out. After doing just a few rounds of that, you should be able to feel this lighter sensation in your body as you breathe out. Because each time the breaths are going to feel more and more euphoric, and it becomes easy to just focus on that rhythm of the breathing rather than anything going on through your mind. So as you're doing that 4, 8, 12, maybe throughout the rest of the week, or maybe you're going to try it again later today, if thoughts keep popping up as you practice that, simply redirect your mind to the pattern of breathing as many times as you need. So if you need to literally count out loud, even if you have a timer, that's going to help take your mind away from other thoughts because you're focusing on that rhythm of breathing, even if you are counting in your head. And you might need to do this a lot of times at the beginning before your mind really starts to settle into it. The goal for this is to do this for about 10 minutes. Now, we only did it for a little over 2 minutes before we return to our normal breath. So continue that 4, 8, 12 breathing pattern for extended periods of time, and that's going to help your body settle more and more, create deeper states of relaxation, and it's going to help you stay in that present moment. So make sure you try that again later this week or maybe later today, and I will see everybody tomorrow.